What a game. The Detroit Lions have a victory defeating the Seattle Seahawks on Monday Night Football. A lot to discuss in this post-game video. We're going to get into the good, the bad, and the ugly. Without further ado, we're going to start with the good. And Jared, right now, MVP of this game, Jared Goff. Period. There's no discussion. Jared Goff was 18 for 18. 292 yards, 16.2 average, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a quarterback rating of 155.8. You heard that right. Perfect. He was perfect in this game. Not a single incompletion. Unbelievable. And by the way, Jared Goff had a catch, too, as well. Jared Goff had 1 reception for 7 yards. Holy smokes. What a day for 16. What a day for 16. And he's had a rough start to the season. And guess what, folks? It opened up. I told you the offense will at some point. Tim Patrick getting in there. Lions offense looking great. Jameson, Williams, all of that. The Lions offense came to this game with a mission, and they sure achieved that mission. A lot of people said, we want to see this offense blow up. Well, we just did it against the undefeated, well, now defeated, Seattle Seahawks, whom we had to win because we haven't beat them in forever. Lions get a gigantic win, stay in the hunt still with the NFC North as the Minnesota Vikings are 4-0. Lions are 3-1. Jared Goff, unfreaking believable. So I got a question for you, and I think everybody will do that. Who is your MVP in this game? It's got to be Jared Goff. So in the comments, show love to Jared Goff by placing a 16. It's going to be the pinned comment for this video. Show love to Goff. Let's go ahead and get into the rest here. Lions did great running the football. 14 for 78, 5.6 average for Jahmyr Gibbs. 2 touchdowns along of 20. Lions could run the football when they wanted to at will. David Montgomery, 12 for 40, 3.3 average, 1 touchdown along of 13. This was a great performance by both. And I must say, David Montgomery, with that long run that he did, it was a catch and a run, was the most unbelievable run I've seen in a long time. Can't wait to watch it. Can't wait to watch it. The Lions running game was on fire. A lot of people wondered, will the Lions offensive line hurt without having Frank Ragnow? I said, I think the Lions will be fine. Grant Glasgow at center. Keudu Eusika did a phenomenal job at left guard. So he deserves a lot of credit too as well, because the Lions could run the football on will. Jared Goff, he ran 2 times for -2 yards, so he's got that on his resume. Lions running the football together was 28 for 116 yards, an average of 4.1. 3 touchdowns. Pretty darn good. Let's do a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that's GameTime. Folks, GameTime is the fastest and easiest way to buy tickets for any kind of event. We're talking about comedy, sporting events, or like me, going to a Lions game at Ford Field, in which, by the way, experiencing a game at Ford Field is much different than being on the couch. GameTime Picks is a brand new feature from our friends from GameTime, which filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats. You don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. You want to find GameTime Picks? It's simple. You go into the GameTime app, you search for the event that you want to go to. The app will look for your seats in a 3D view, kind of what you're seeing right now. Select GameTime Picks button on top of the screen, and it automatically does the research for you, and it filters out the tickets in the database to give you the best deals and the best seats, so you don't have to spend hours looking for seats on different ticketing sites, and you're trying to find the best tickets available. You can get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. And in the middle screenshot, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app. It shows you where your seat is, and if you move your phone left to right, you can see the surrounding area like a 3D live photo. Also, all pricing, so you don't have to get hidden fees at checkout. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with GameTime today. So download GameTime app, put in Chat Sports, get $20 off your first purchase. Again, you download GameTime app, go to the redeem code section, plug in Chat Sports, and you're going to get $20 off your very first purchase. The link is going to be in the comment section and description of this video. So if you're buying Lions tickets this year, make sure using GameTime. Download GameTime today. Last minute tickets and lowest prices guaranteed. Let's go ahead and jump to the wide receivers. Jameson Williams had 2 for 80. The long of 70. Epic play where he then jumped in the end zone and slam dunked the football between the uprights there. Jameson Williams showed his speed, his flash. What a route, to when he got that big 70-yard play. St. Brown moved everybody out of the way. He got it on stride. Boom, instant touchdown. So shout out to Jameson Williams. Sam Laporta was 4 for 53. He was involved in this game, 13.3 average. Good job for Sam Laporta. Tight end screen got him a lot of yards in that one play. Tim Patrick, we're going to show some love to him. 2 for 52 yards. Tim Patrick, I think, is really going to help this offense out significantly. He is such a big body and a target, and it gives the Lions another option with number 3 receiver. Lions now, I feel like Tim Patrick is now moving into a role that can fill in the Josh Reynolds spot. So huge shout out to Tim Patrick. Huge shout out to Brad Holmes for getting Tim Patrick on here. So in the comments right now, again, show some love to Jared Goff. Put 16 in the comments. He is the winner of today. Let's continue on here. Amon-Ra St. Brown at 6 for 45. St. Brown with the touchdown pass he threw the touchdown pass to Jared Goff of one of the coolest plays I've seen in a long time. And again, the Lions offense is so innovative and so fun to watch, and everybody just works great. St. Brown is a magnificent player. We love St. Brown. Total again was 19 for 299 yards passing. 18 was Jared Goff. 1 was Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let's go ahead and get into the Lions defense. Well, first, let's get into the ugly flags. Unbelievable. Pass interference. We have got to stop these flags. We have got to get better here. Period. It's unacceptable. I felt like the officials were a little bit off, but I've seen a lot of bad pass interference. I see Terran Arnold. I see Carlton Davis. I've seen a lot of them. The officiating, is been cheeks, I feel like, throughout the NFL this whole year, and it's everybody. Even the Seattle Seahawks had 9 penalties. It was a penalized game, man. I'm tired of that. Kirby Joseph with the interception. Again, he had 9 total tackles, 5 solo, 1 tackle for loss. The pass defense won, and the interception, obviously, to seal the game. Kirby Joseph is one of the best safeties in all of football. All he does is get turnovers. I love him. Amik Robertson with 8 for 8 and 2 pass defense. Jack Campbell, 7 for 6. But the defense got tired. Excruciatingly tired. They were beat, and because they were beat, they're getting ran on in the second half. All of that. I mean, the team, Seattle, had 18 rushing yards in the first half. Ended up being 19 for 133, an average of 7 with 3 touchdowns. In the second half, we got away. That's because we were gassed. Absolutely gassed defensively. And that's just is what it is. Carlton Davis recovered the fumble. That was great news. Geno Smith, he had almost 400 yards passing. The Lions defense has got to get better. But again, this is a great team. They were 3-0. Geno Smith and the Lions do this every single game. And we held their offense to 27 points as they got a safety to make it 29. So, look, we put up more points, and that's how you win. Sometimes it's just going to get away from you. And this was one of those games where I felt like it was getting away, at least defensively. It was just one of those things. DK Metcalf, 7 receptions for 104 yards. He continues to cook. When it comes to extra points, we're good to go there. Levi Nwuzurike with a penalty. The Lions defense they got to get better with the penalties. But look, Brian Branch wasn't in there, and I think they'll get a nice rest. These guys are beat up. They're tired. They're exhausted. You can see it on the field. We've seen it. And that's why I'm not going to get too hard on the Lions players. You can just tell they're gassed. Absolutely gassed in the second half. And it's just hard because the Seattle Seahawks, they were doing long drives, even though they were like when they had the fumble, they were all long drives. And it just beat up on the team after a while, and the defense was giving up. But I'm not going to complain about a win. I don't think so. The defense has done well the first 3 games of the year. All right, I felt like they're the reasons we played well. And so the defense they play is great, but our offense played great. So, look, we got the win, and that's all that matters. Again, put 16 in the comments right now. Lions on our bye week. They needed this bye week. Kirby Joseph is sick with an illness. We have eligible for players to return after the IR. A ton of them after the bye week, and then we face the Dallas Cowboys. So, Lions rest up. You're 3-1. You got a really good record right now, still battling for the Minnesota Vikings for that. Man, that's going to be a fun game to watch, Lions and Vikings. That's going to be a good one when that happens. Lions are in a good spot. They really are. And they travel to Dallas after the bye week, and Dallas is not a good team. I think the Lions should win this game. I think Seattle's better than Dallas. I do. I 100% believe they're a better team. Offensively, they got weapons. And so the Lions, we're in a good spot right now. Good spot. We were 3-1 last year. We're 3-1 at this spot right now. Let's go to 4-1. And then 5. Just keep this thing going. Fun game to watch. I'm tired, though. It's 11:37, and it's a long game because of the flags, and there's a lot of passing for Seattle, so it made the game really long. So enjoy the win, folks. Enjoy the win. Let's keep the positivity going. I know the defense didn't play as great. I know it looked sus at some points in the second half. But we got the win, and we're 3-1. And we beat the undefeated Seattle Seahawks. And Jared Goff, again, 18 for 18, 292 yards, 16.2 average, 2 touchdowns, and 155.8 perfect QBR. You cannot get better than that. Hey, St. Brown was 1 for 1 as well, so we're good right there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Why is that? Because we make content every single day, and it's important that you don't miss out. So subscribe. With that said, folks, adios.